Hey guys, it's Haley here. I know it's been a while since my last video, but I moved house, so my backdrop looks different. It's actually kind of worse now because the room I'm in is smaller, but we'll make do. So I'm very excited about today's video. I will be hauling a bunch of figures that I picked up in the last 3 or 4 months, and all of these figures were on my wish list, so these were highly sought after figures that I've wanted for a long time, and kind of things just lined up. They came up on secondhand marketplaces, and so I recently bought a bunch. I'm a very happy chappy, and I'm very excited to show you guys. So first up, we have the Saberalta dress version figure by Alta. This is a 1/7 figure. So I picked this up pre-owned off Army for 21,000 yen. Yikes. And yes, they are re-releasing her for 17,000 yen, so I could have saved $4,000 if I just waited 3 weeks. But then I'd also have to wait till October 2021, so I'm not too butthurt that I got her before the re-release. I've wanted this figure for so long, and I just watched the third Heavensfeel movie, so I'm like especially hyped about Saberalta, so I'm very happy to have her now. The most impressive thing about this figure is definitely the sculpt of her dress. The way the fabric of her skirts flows looks very intricate and just so impressive. And I really love this silver trim along her dress and on her sleeves. So you can pose her with her long sleeves, but I'm not actually too big a fan of the puffy shoulder look, so I keep her posed with her gloves instead. And you can also display her with her sword, which gets super finicky because the sword seems slightly too short and it just keeps falling over. Yeah, so she's ridiculously stunning. She is as good as I thought she would be from the photos. I would definitely recommend pre-ordering her for the re-release if you're a fan of Saberalta. It is an amazing figure. Next up is a Nendoroid, and this is of Chittoge Kirasaki. I actually only got around to watching Nisekoi this year, and I really liked it. I particularly loved Chitoge's character. And so I was on the hunt for her Nendoroid. I'd keep an eye out on Army pre-owned, but she never came up. So then I saw someone selling her locally on a Facebook anime buy and sell group, so I picked her up. This is a pretty basic Nendoroid. She comes with 3 faceplates and a few small accessories and arm pieces. I love her winking expression. I think she looks really cute, and I especially love the red bow in her hair. I think they nailed that. She also comes with an angry expression, of course, and her other accessories include her key necklace, a school bag, and her diary. I don't know what else to say, it's not too exciting. She's good, she looks like the character, she's cute, the Nendoroid does the job. So Angel Beats was one of my very first anime, and I knew when I started figure collecting that I would want to eventually buy an Angel or Tenshi figure. And for the longest time, I thought that I would look out for the Good Smile Company one, but then I saw this one, and I knew I had to get this one instead. And that's Good Smile Company's 1/8 version of Angel in the Haregi version. She's stunning. This figure only came out last year in 2019, and she retailed for 13,000 yen, which I think is like a banger of a price for the figure you're getting. I did get her pre-owned for 15,000 yen. Her aftermarket price is a little bit higher. She looks so beautiful in this kimono. The pattern on it is so lovely. I love the shiny metallic gold paint they use to outline all the flowers on it. And of course, her wings make this figure that much more impressive. I think they really nailed her face in this one. I love it a lot more compared to the other figures I've seen. I think this is one of the most beautiful Angel figures I've ever seen. I think it's just one of the most beautiful figures I've ever seen. It's definitely one of the more beautiful ones in my collection. She's stunning. I'm so glad I was able to pick her up. Next, we'll go back to an Nendoroid, and we've got the 2020 Snowmiku Snow Parade version. I think this is something like the 11th Snowmiku, and personally, this is my favorite design so far. I'm also a really big fan of the 2017 and the 2018 Mikus, but I just love the musical instrument marching band theme of this one so much. When I first saw this, I was 3 days late for the pre-order period, so I was so sad. Then I had to wait until it was available pre-owned, so then I snagged her. I love the marching band style outfit and all the little musical note details, like the band of musical notes she has around her body and the little horn clip in her hair. You can pose her playing the horn, and you can pose her waving her baton around to the beat of the music. There's a sitting down pose, which is actually really sweet. I am very happy with this little Snowmiku. I think she is beyond cute. I do have to say though, so she retailed for 5,000 yen, and I think the 2018 one was 5,500, and she came with way more accessories. Like, she had 3 to 5 accessories, and she came with this entire shrine base, whereas this Miku just has her 2 instruments and a bunch of arms. So maybe they're kind of cheaping out with the accessories there, but I'm such a fan of the design that I can kind of forgive that. I'm replacing you. Go there the entire rest of the video. I really should have done this with Saberalta, but next up we have the Jeanne dress version figure by Max Factory. She's not in the box, so we'll just go like this. This is a 1/7 figure. I think she retailed for 15,000 yen. I did miss out on the pre-orders, so I was on the hunt for her secondhand. She was quite expensive and quite hard to find, but I did eventually see someone selling her on like a local Facebook group. So because I'm in an Australian kind of buy and sell anime figure Facebook group, the market is quite a bit smaller, so I don't usually see many figures I want. I see a lot of prize figures. But recently, like in the last few months, there's been a lot of figures I've been interested in. Obviously, I bought them all. It's just, I see a good price and I usually don't domestically, so... but let me actually go get the figure. So she's a 1/7 figure, but she is massive. She takes up most of the detailing shelf that I put her on, with how much hair she has, and she just dwarfs Saberalta by comparison. I don't know how they're both 1/7. I guess Jeanne's just like a big unit. Obviously, the standout of this figure is the immense amount of hair flowing around her, and I love the way this is sculpted. There's so many strands of different sizes, and they're all flowing differently. It really frames the figure nicely. I do kind of think that some of the strands are simply too big, that they don't really look like hair anymore. It kind of looks like heavy and like flesh. I don't know. It's just too big. Her dress is really nice as well, in particular that gorgeous metallic purple they used for her dress, and also the red on the underside is like a really nice pop of color. The base here is just a red velvety material. I do think the red here is slightly too bright. I would have preferred a darker red. I think that would just match the figure a little more. But overall, she's still like bloody gorgeous. I'm so pleased to have both Jeanne and Saberalta in their dress versions. I think they look so elegant and lovely together. Very powerful women. Yeah, she's stunning. She's also very heavy, so I'll put her down. She's also very expensive, so I'll put her down before I break her. Speaking of fate, I also picked up this Type Moon 10th Anniversary Phantasm like collector's book. It has a bunch of illustrations, staff interviews, ad campaigns. A lot of it's in Japanese, but you can read the translations online, but I mainly bought this as like a collector's item. But yeah, I was happy to find this because I've been wanting this a while. Next up, we have a Skytube figure. This is the 1/6 Chiyuru by Alphamax. So I originally saw this figure on one of Anime's video, and I fell in love with this figure instantly. I loved all the little cats and the pastel pink coloring. It was just so cute. It was too cute. So I've been on the hunt, and I saw this one on Ami Pre-owned, so I bought her. Now, this is a cast-off figure, so you can display her with all her clothes off, but that's not really my cup of cat girl tea, if you will. So I'm gonna leave her like this with her clothes on. I love the pose of this figure. I love how she's in a little glass, and I love all the cat details they put in. I love her 4 little cat friends and all the paw print patterns on the glass, as well as the ones on the back of her shoes. And all the little cat heads decorating her outfit are just beyond sweet. I think she's painted beautifully. I love the soft glow of pink that they've used everywhere, especially in her hair. Like, even for a Skytube figure, I think she's really cute. Now that I'm a degenerate that owns a Skytube figure, let's move on to something more respectable. A bunny girl figure. So I remember saying in my first bunny figure video that I don't think I'd be buying too many bunnies. But this is my 3rd one already, so I'm just a clown and like a dumb bitch for saying that. Yeah, so 02, huh? So this figure blew up. Most of the 02 figures have ridiculous aftermarket prices because she's such a popular character, and this figure was no exception. I did try and find her to pre-order her, and I couldn't find her anywhere. She was sold out everywhere except for like ridiculous double retail value prices. So my boyfriend actually picked her up for me, which is like way too generous. But he found her restocked on AmiAmi for retail price, which is 24,000 yen. So this is your classic breeding bunny. She is a quarter scale, so she's heavy and she's hurting my arms. She has real tights. I'm super impressed by the hair sculpt here. I think it's the favorite of all my bunnies. There's a lot of individual strands and they all flow really naturally. It's way better than just having one big sheet of hair. My 2 slight issues with these figures is that I think her shoes are like slightly too big. It makes her look like she has monster feet or something. And the second thing is her face is just like a tiny bit off for me. I don't know, maybe it's the mouth. I can't quite tell. So now I have 3 bunny girls in my collection, and the funny thing is I've already pre-ordered 2 for next year. Alright, and that was everything. Thank you for coming to the funeral for my wallet. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I don't know if I already said that. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye! See ya!